Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 21176, the Jungle Abomination from the LEGO Minecraft theme. This set contains 489 pieces, 4 minifigures, and an Iron Golem, and retails for $39.99 in the US. This set was sent to me by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So I'll start with the main build, the Jungle Abomination itself. This is the model of the creature of the same name from Minecraft Dungeons. If you guys watched my review of last year's Minecraft Dungeons set last year, you'll know that was one of my favorite sets of the year. I loved it, and once again, they kind of blew it out of the park. There's some elements I think that set does better, but there's also elements I think this set does better. However, one of those things that the old one did better was the creature. The main creature in that set was better. This one is still very, very good, but he's just not as high quality as the other one was, because the other one was just so good. But yeah, this guy's a very foresty feel. He looks like he's made to be a tree with moss growing on top of him. You can see his feet are kind of like tree stumps, and he's got roots growing into the ground. His one arm's sort of like a vine, and it swings. He's got these printed pieces of moss growing up his arm as well, and then the mossy top to his back, as well as this little plant growing out the top of his head. He's got lots of elements of this trans pink as well. I'm not sure exactly what that is because I have not played the Minecraft Dungeons content that he is a part of yet, but I assume it's some sort of life force or life energy that gives him his power piece. You can see it's in his heart right here as well as in his teeth, and you'll see it on his back as well when we take a look at that. But the center of this guy is really interesting. They use this flower piece upside down with this gem coming out, and then there's a bunch of these different little sprout pieces around it. The foot design, as I mentioned, is incredible. I love these cheese slips on the side to make it look like roots growing into the ground. That's just such a small but very nice touch, but it still maintains that blocky Minecraft feel. I think it's excellent. The arms, as I mentioned, have these printed pieces represent vines. The left arm right here is holding this stone object. Again, not sure exactly what that is, but it's interesting. It looks cool. And this arm has a total of 3 joints. One at the shoulder, one at the elbow, and then one at the hand. That's quite a few joints for a build like this. It's very impressive, and it works really well. And as I showed a little bit earlier, the other arm is more vine-like and can swing freely. No manual joints in this one, just individual hinges, so you can see they curl up like this and go like that. But the arm itself is still in a ball joint, so you can move that around, and combined with like the swinging action, it actually creates for some fun play. The head here is also in a ball joint. It reminds me a lot of last year's Minecraft Dungeons set, and it's fantastic. It leads for so much expression. You can have him look up, look down, look left to right, and then his mouth can also open. However, despite having so much motion, his head is still very blocky, right? It still fits in the world of Minecraft. They didn't have to make it too round. The ball joints are very well hidden. And it just looks fantastic. You can also see he has a printed part right here for his eyes and like a little bit under it. And then his teeth are made out of these trans pink parts. I like the wooden detailing at the top of his head. I think it looks really good. And there's a closer look at the inside of his head. There's a sprout in there and then a little stud. Around his side, he's got this printed stone piece right here. This is from last year's set, and they reused it here, and I think that's a really smart reuse, and it fits him perfectly. And then at the top, he has this moss or leaves growing, and it's got these 1x1 tiles at the top just to give it that very pixelated Minecrafty feel. Once again, very well done. The LEGO group does such a great job of translating the Minecraft look into LEGO form. It's really, really impressive. And then we come to his back, which is not great. Lots of that trans pink, which is pretty cool, but it's all just anti-studs. I wish I had a way to make this look a little flatter because it's not the prettiest from the back. But the trans pink is a really cool color, and I'm happy to see that used here. But those are the aesthetics of this guy. What about the posability? Well, once again, just like last year, the posability on this guy is fantastic. You can balance him in pretty much any pose you can think of. Despite being so blocky and having such a thick body, he maintains his balance really well. He's actually hard to topple over. His torso can spin a full 360 degrees so you can rotate him however you like. But then his feet are on ball joints as well, and they just really help maintain his balance. Look at that. That's so impressive. So you can really get this guy into some dynamic poses, and he keeps his balance and still keeps that very Minecrafty feel. I'm so impressed by these builds, and I really hope we continue to get Minecraft Dungeon sets, because these have consistently been some of the best sets of the year, and I cannot wait to see what's next. But that's about it for the Jungle Abomination himself. As a whole, I'm a very big fan of him. Don't like him as much as the Redstone Monstrosity from last year, just because I think that was a more fun build. Looked a little bit better from the back. I prefer the way they did his arms rather than this vine arm. Vine arm's a cool idea, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. But this guy is still fantastic and one of my favorite builds I've gotten. For sure, not one I'm ever going to take apart. I love this guy. The set also comes with a little bit of terrain to display the Jungle Abomination as well as display characters. You can see there's a few different jumper parts that you can attach characters to. However, the Jungle Abomination does have anti-studs in his feet, so you can also attach him here. So when he's connected to this, he's even easier to balance. But with him removed, you can see there's a mixture of podzol and grass on the ground, a few different plants sprouting out. You have some bamboo to the side over here, this little crate with a torch on top of it, as well as a chest. Inside the chest are 3 green 1x1 studs. You can imagine those as emeralds, perhaps. And the crate, while it can be opened, is empty. And then there's this wild plant build, which is really, really cool. Again, something from the content update from Minecraft Dungeons I have not played yet, but it just looks awesome. Still keeps that Minecrafting feel by alternating the trans pink with the green. It really feels very pixelated. But you can see this guy can be rotated at the bottom. And then he also has a bunch of hinges, so you can move him down, Move them up. And you can actually have a strike of characters. The like flower, the plant itself's at the very top. I really like how this Technic pin's integrated. Usually Technic looks quite ugly, but it fits in well here. And then you have these 4 purple sections, which can be closed up or you can have them opened up. And it all just creates a very fun and unique thing to play with. I really love this. It's such a nice inclusion. It gives you another thing to fight against other than the Jungle Abomination itself. But yeah, that's about it for the terrain build. I think this is much better than the terrain build in last year's set. This is actually fun and great for displaying figures and actually fits a combat scene really well. I absolutely love this. The plant's so much fun. This is just so cool. Here are the first 2 minifigures included in this set. We have the Explorer and we have the Archaeologist. Both of these guys are fantastic, all new skins, exclusive skins, and skins in skin tones that we haven't gotten too often in LEGO Minecraft, which is always awesome to see. Diversity is always a great thing, and I'm really happy to see it even in LEGO Minecraft. And both of these are really great figures too. So this one comes with iron armor, but a netherite helmet in iron color. This is a really cool parts for use. Obviously the helmet was originally designed for netherite armor, but Minecraft Dungeons has different type of armors that aren't in regular Minecraft, so recoloring it in iron color works for Minecraft Dungeons really well. And it looks fantastic and it creates a cool new exclusive part that's probably only ever going to come in this set. So if this is something that like you're interested in and you want to get, for sure pick up this set and get it. But removing the iron armor, you can get a full look at the face print and the torso print. Really love the face print. She's got like these blue markings in her face, which are super cool. And the torso is also really well designed. Around her back, you can see there's a little bit more of a ponytail coming down, as well as some more shirt design. And then the other character isn't as interesting, but still very, very good. Pretty nice looking torso. You can see there's a little bag right there. And then around the back, you have the collar and then a little stripe. Yeah, these are both fantastic skins, both in the context of Minecraft Dungeons and just regular Minecraft. And they are excellent inclusions here, and they're awesome just to add to your Minecraft world. You can see this one comes with the diamond sword, this one comes with the crossbow, as well as this battle axe. This battle axe is just one of many weapons that come in this set. It comes with the full Minecraft Dungeons weapon set that came in last year's Redstone Monstrosity set. I'm not going to go over them all here because I already covered them in that review and it's the same exact ones. But if you're curious what all the weapons are, I'm going to put a card to that video in the top right corner. But there's tons of them here. There's sickles, katanas, battle axes. It's really impressive and it's really cool to get them all again. Here are the next 2 minifigures in the set. We have an Enchanted Creeper and we have a skeleton. The Enchanted Creeper is so cool. This is an awesome figure. As I said, I haven't played this part of Minecraft Dungeons, so I don't know the context of this guy. But regardless, this is just such a cool figure. The trans purple for the head is just awesome, and I love the printing on top of it. The recolor of the Creeper body is great too. I don't believe we've ever gotten that piece recolored outside of green. So it's so cool to get an all new color for that part in purple. And this is another mob that I feel like we will never see again. I doubt we will ever get another set with this guy unless he's added to the main game, which I doubt. So it just makes this figure feel very special and very unique. And I absolutely love it. It's absolutely beautiful. The design of the face is awesome too, with like the purple speckles and everything and the creeper face. And it just looks fantastic. I love how this guy looks. So cool. And then the skeleton is also very nice. Now, skeletons, very common LEGO Minecraft mob, come in so many sets, and normally I don't care too much for them. But this guy, they gave him like battle damage. He's got like moss growing on the top of his head and a few speckles around his face. And that's the only difference between this guy and a skeleton that comes in any other LEGO Minecraft set. And it's a small touch, but it makes all the difference. Now suddenly this figure's exclusive and unique and just so much better than our average skeleton. I really love him. He's so cool. Of the 4 exclusive figures in this set, this is definitely my least favorite. The player characters and the creeper are way cooler. But it's just such a nice variant that like I would never expect to get. And again, I don't think we'll ever get this one again. So it makes me very happy to have. And of course, he comes with a bow like every skeleton does. And then finally, we have this Iron Golem, who is very similar to the one that came in the Pillager Outpost from 2020, though he is slightly different. Same exact prints and everything, just the build is ever so slightly different. Iron Golems aren't super common. They come in a few sets, but not too many. So it's always nice to see another one, and they're a fun part of even just the normal Minecraft world outside of Minecraft Dungeons. So they're just great to get as a whole. I'm not the biggest fan of their build. I don't like the clips at the tips of their hands. I don't like their flat feet. But if you want to redesign this and make it custom, you can, because you have the head, you have the torso, and that's pretty much all you need to make a custom of this guy. The arms, of course, can move up like this, so you can fling them out and attack something. And as you can see, the legs can move as well. Those each move independently. And then the feet are also on hinges, which is a little bit unnecessary. My biggest criticism of these guys is I don't like how they do the feet. They don't feel very much like Minecraft to me. They don't feel like Iron Golems to me. But for whatever reason, this is how they decided to do it. But yeah, while he's not a perfect figure and the only figure in the set that's not exclusive, I'm still happy to get him, because he is a more uncommon mob, and he just adds to the overall very good value of this set. And if you're curious, that's what he looks like from the back. Not the greatest at all. Lots of exposed anti-studs. Not the biggest deal, but it's not great. So overall, what do I think of this set? I absolutely love it, if you could not tell. This is, again, probably my top sets of this year. $40 is an incredible price. This could easily be $50 or even $60, and I'd still think it was a good set. But for $40, you get so much here. You get an amazing build of the Jungle Abomination, a fun bit of terrain with that cool plant that attacks, and then 5 awesome minifigures, 4 of which are exclusive and unique, and then 1 of which is somewhat uncommon. And then even in terms of accessories, you get the cool iron armor, you get the full weapon set. There's just so much here, and I genuinely recommend, like, if you're a fan of Minecraft, pick this one up. You're really missing out if you don't get this set. One of the best values of any set this year, just in terms of volume of what you get, price per part, volume, like actual size of set for the price, number of minifigures for the price, number of exclusive minifigures for the price. This is just a really great set all around. Comparing it to last year's Redstone Monstrosity, I think the Redstone Monstrosity had a better build in terms of the character, but this year's had more desirable figures as well as a more desirable side build. As a whole, I still think I prefer the other one, but this one's very, very close. They're both very, very good. So I highly recommend this set. You really should pick this up before it disappears, whenever that is, like next year, because it is a fantastic set. Even if you're not a fan of Minecraft Dungeons, you will probably love this set, because it's just such a good creature build. Tons of cool figures, it's just fantastic as a whole. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this almost every day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!